Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Hello, Mr. Nix. How are you today?
Not being attacked by bees, so I'm doing great. How about yourself, Multi?
We're doing good, doing good. I think there's some people who are allergic to you that were sniffling while watching the video. So just give me a second so that I finish setting things up on my end. And we should be able to get started soon. For some of you guys, if you don't know, just send a text to our friend, a chat to our friend Mr. Nix, and it'll invite you to the group. And today we are playing with Evil Villains. It is the last Friday of the month, so today is Villain Day. So if you have an evil villain and you want to join us to play some Flashpoint missions, just send a tell to our friend Mr. Nix. Let's go pick up some missions while we do that. Hello, Cars Thomas.
Amazons and Atlanteans sent their strongest forces.
I need to find our video. I can't find it.
PsyOps overreacted to Booster Gold and released Doomsday. I am damaged. Sir, ma'am,
Oh, there we go. I
The
got it.
riffraff of Gotham needs a lesson in etiquette. Conducted in a language
General
they
Adam won't
understand.
destroy my
The
city.
old one, too.
I
Neutralize
hate
the
seeing all the
PsyOps
chaos
forces.
Flashpoint caused. Do what you can.
So last time when we played the Flashpoint missions, we did not have the Flashtastic Voyage, so we'll be able to play that one today. Hello, Technology Tyler.
Batman says you're the one to solve the situation we've got.
Oh, we have a pretty cool Red Death 2020 here.
Well, that's because that's Prime. Prime Barry Allen.
Did he change to Red Death?
You shouldn't be surprised right now. No, this is his villain.
Oh, okay.
You gotta keep up, Multi. Come on, man.
They did a good job with their Red Death style. Hello, Dread. If you mean your Technology Tyler, if you're playing on the European server, I think there is a way you can change server, but you would probably have to change to start with a fresh new character level 1. So it wouldn't really help even if you manage to switch. I'm not sure exactly how to switch server. I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know how to do it. But it would be useless unless you would have like a level 1 character at this point. Yeah, Predator.
Now.
Sorry, good sir?
I was just saying that I just got the notification now. That's how long it took. Anyways, no, keep going.
Well, at least you did get it. Sometimes people tell me
know.
they don't get the notifications.
Thankfully, YouTube algorithm.
Sorry, Tyler. I guess you're going to have to watch. Dread, the Hawkman hoodie doesn't have any value. You cannot trade it. You cannot sell it on a broker. So you can just equip it on your character, sadly. But once you do equip it on your character, you could use replay badges to unlock it to other characters if you want to. Predator, I don't think we'll see any Snyder Cut in DCUO anytime soon. Warner doesn't seem to like Zack Snyder very much these days, so I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. Although AT&T could decide otherwise, but I would be really surprised. Yeah, this is more or less my Dark Multiverse, which has a couple of dark side armories. The new 52 Red Robin, we used to have a pair of wings in the marketplace that could be good for that, but we don't have those wings anymore. Probably I'll try to make a video about that at some point. There's a lot of videos to make, not enough time, so I couldn't get around to doing that just yet. Hello, part of the people. Hello, Monimo. 4K Freshly. Oh, we're having a good day. A good day. So today we'll play some. Take a quick look at the on-duty menu. So we'll probably play the Flashtastic Voyage, maybe Flash to the Future, and what else? Oh, and there's also the Doomsday. We could go fight our friend Doomsday. If you guys have some heroes, you're not going to be able to play the missions with us, the on-duty missions with us. But afterwards, if we have time enough, we'll go fight Doomsday, and maybe even some other bosses in the open world. I guess we'll see how things go. We'll see how long it takes us to actually play those missions. Hello, YouTube Riftnix. Hello, George Kensington. Hello, Bradley Chan. Bradley, send a tale to our friend Mr. Nix. If you have an evil villain, sure, you can join the group. And we have one room left, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
We need a tank, so if anybody is a tank right now and they'd be willing to help us out, by all means, come on over.
Reality hits. We're not going to play PvP today. I guess one day we could make a PvP stream. I don't know if Mr. Nix enjoys playing PvP.
No, I do.
So yeah, that would be a good suggestion. We'll put that on the list of possible video we'll make. Maybe in a week or two we could try maybe to make a PvP live stream, and then we would play PvP with a whole bunch of you guys. Thank you, Calde's Watermelon. Hello, Russ the Ruler. Happy Friday to you too. Flash, no, if you're a hero, you're not going to be able to play the missions, but come to the open world map, phase to where we are, and after we play the raids, we might go try to fight the evil Doomsday over there, and then we might go fight maybe some of the bosses afterwards if we still have time. If we have a big group, defeating Doomsday should be quick enough, so it should give us time then to go defeat maybe Ocean Master or some of the other bosses. And I know it's a bit challenging to try to find people to fight those bosses sometimes. So if you guys are struggling to find people to be able to defeat those bosses, come with us. We'll try to defeat at least a couple of those today. Now we're not going to play the elite version of the raid. I'm pretty sure most of us, I'm pretty sure a lot of us are not even combat rating 322, so that's probably not an option. And I doubt most people in the group would be prepared for that.
I would be.
Of course you would.
But that's me.
I'm sure by day 2 you already had the full elite gear.
No, like I said, I'm still 3 pieces off. But I mean, it's actually after we do these bounties and these raids, I'm pretty darn sure I will be. I've been saving up my currency.
Tyler, yeah, Doomsday is a tough one. Although if you have I've noticed like if you have a fire tank, you can almost solo Doomsday. It takes forever though to burn him down, but you can pretty much fight him solo if you play a fire tank. With an earth tank, if you use a brick, you can hold your own against Doomsday. If you try to use the what's it called, rock armor or something, it just doesn't work. The rock armor, Doomsday goes through the rock armor like tissue paper. With brick, you can brick absorbs at least a whole bunch of your damage, but if you try to use if you try to use the rock armor, it's not enough to sadly to resist the evil Doomsday. Hello, Alvin Plays. Thank you. We'll be good at least for 20 years. Oh, we have a nice Omni-Man here. If you guys don't know, today we had the final episode of the Invincible series. Sadly, it's only an 8-episode series, so it was kind of short. But here you can see a nice, pretty nice interpretation of our friend Omni-Man. Yeah, Doomsday is the tough one, and he pretty much breaks through your shield. You need some other way to be able to prevent damage or mitigate damage. A shield against Doomsday just doesn't do it. Especially once he starts using. At some point, he grabs a huge piece of what was it, an helicopter or something, and he starts beating people up with that. So when that happens, your shield is pretty much useless against Doomsday. I liked episode 8 overall, although it would have been slow in the middle of the episode. I won't spoil anything. And the animation was a bit funky. I don't know if they ran out of time, if they ran out of money, or both. But they did struggle a bit. Do we have a controller? I guess not. Do you want to troll, Mr. Nix, or do you want me to troll?
You can troll.
Okay. So you're gonna have to suffer through the bird blitz.
Oh, then definitely you go DPS. I'm gonna switch.
Really? The bird blitz and the Grimbor's chain. You'll have to suffer through that.
Oh God! Like we need anything to be slow down in this raid.
I'm in the process of switching back to some other artifacts. It'll just take a while. Yeah, Doomsday three-shotting you. That's no surprise. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Nix.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, unless you're a tank or, I mean, battle heal possibly? Question mark? Question mark? You might be able to do a solo Doomsday, but I doubt it. There's a lot going on there.
As I mentioned with the fire tank, you can heal yourself well enough that you can last against Doomsday, but if you do that by yourself, it'll take you forever to burn them down. So you pretty much need people with you. At least a couple of people. Like sometimes I would go where Doomsday is with my Superman character, and I would see a few people hanging around, like 2 or 3 people, and they don't dare jump on Doomsday. So when I do that, when I see that, I jump on in with on Doomsday with my Superman, and then when they see me jump on him, then they join in, and then we manage to burn him down. It doesn't take that many people. If you have a fire tank that can survive Doomsday, you just need a few extra people to be able to do some extra damage. Oh.
Instantly, this doesn't look 1,000 years in the future. Next, what happened to everyone else? I still see comms active, but visuals don't match.
So to get back quickly to Invincible, I kind of liked the series overall, but the last episode, you can tell that either they run out of money for the animation or they run out of time, because they have a lot of scenes, a lot of crowd scenes. Crowd scenes are very challenging to do. So I suspect that either they didn't have the money to be able to pull it off properly, or they just didn't have the time. Sometimes you'll burn up all your resources doing the crowd scene, and when it comes to time to do the rest of the scene, you're pretty much burned out or you're out of time and you do it quick. And sadly, the animation suffered in a few places because of that, I assume. But overall, it was a pretty good first season.
It was renewed for another second and third season.
Yes, from what I read, apparently they already signed for a second and third season.
No surprise. No surprise at all.
Yeah, I assume it's still going to be 8 episodes per season, but we'll see. Sadly, right now we're gonna have to wait. Are we gonna have to wait a year, 2 years, 6 months for the next season? We don't know. I haven't seen the Justice Society World War II film just yet. I saw some of the previews. It seems interesting enough.
It's on my to-do list.
It's on your to-do list? Okay. But did it come out already? I wasn't sure if it was out already or not. So I'll have to look for it.
Together, you, me, your dozen odd friends.
I'll help out, but kid, it's just Gorilla Grodd.
Hello, Sinister Outcast. We're doing good.
Central City.
Crafty, Nafty, it depends if you want the stuff in the time capsule or not. If you don't want it, if you don't want the stuff in the capsule, just sell it. You'll make a bit of cash. Personally, I would open them, or even better, I would save them and maybe open them at a later date. At some point, one of the ways I would make a bit of cash is that when we would get a new time capsule, instead of opening the new time capsule, I would save it in my bank, and I would open some of the older time capsule, and that is the stuff that I would sell. But you decide. Either option is a good option. This is supposed to be a dream, so they kind of trying to make it look like a dream. So that's why Gorilla Grodd looks a bit different and acts a bit different. They added some sort of shading or rendering. I forget the actual name.
No, I think you got it. It's just a shading, really.
Okay.
He's the exact same. There's no new details for Grodd, really. I mean, it's bigger. Oh
yeah, for those asking about the poll, so the last The last three in the polls were Zod, Blue Beetle, and Azrael.
And nice split on our votes. Let's see what you guys would have said. I voted for Blue Beetle. He voted for Zod. Thing is, I could have been swayed if the NPC was also going to be updated as well. And I mean, I know there isn't one for Blue Beetle or for Azrael, but I mean,
no.
To know that that was an additional benefit as well, I would have liked that.
That was so crash. You were all.
Did you get transformed to a gorilla at all in this fight?
Nope.
You caught when I said
Nope.
that, right?
Oh,
Come on, kid. We're wasting time.
Well, I got the thermal belt, iceberg lounge neon sign, and a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, the pyromaniac leggings. Ah, that's nice.
Oh man, head to the museum. I think I figured out why we're here and what.
That's one thing about this DLC I'm not too crazy about. I mean, I'm glad that the stacking that they made the 99 stacks. That's definitely. I can't imagine doing this DLC without those stacks.
Oh yeah.
But they give you so much stuff.
Yes.
It's kind of annoying actually at times.
Well,
my bank fills up fast.
Well, I'm already annoyed by the crafting, all the mods filling my bank, or my inventory. I hope they don't use that system ever again.
Oh, I 100% agree. It was far too confusing for what it needed to be. I am still having to explain how to properly craft your generator mods. Like, I was just talking to somebody just yesterday about this, because there's such confusion over it.
Yeah, I made like 2 videos about it, and still people are confused. I might
Yes,
make another one.
I get it. I might have to make one. Like, this is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's, to me, it's not that hard of a concept, but they overcomplicated it way too much.
Yes, too many plans, and it fills up your inventory.
Way too many plans.
So yeah. But for the poll, I assume Blue Beetle will be the winner. It's a style that's been requested for a long, long time.
Which one?
The Blue Beetle one. People have been requesting it
yeah.
for pretty much ever since the game has launched. People have been asking for Blue Beetle style. So I would be really surprised if Blue Beetle doesn't win, but you never know.
Maybe you should sit this one out.
Well, this is not a combination I need, but oh well.
Just try not
I still
to
just
get
need
hurt.
one more combo.
Road meet and greet.
Alright.
Should we take them one at a time or all together?
So should we take one at a time or all together? Oh,
Always let the tank make that decision. So
Okay.
I would say the tank wants to pull them together, so do it. Let him do it.
so the tank will decide.
Which is fine. Okay, we got heat wave coming in.
You're a bit low. Come on. I'll do that after the fight.
So yeah, guys, when it comes to doing some of these harder feats, you might spend a whole lot of time working on them. So in Elite, I was in this boss fight for almost 6 hours last night. It's a long night last night. Still didn't get the feat, but we got really close. The feat is you have to defeat all of them, all of the 5 bosses, because we only get 4 in Reg. But in Elite, you get all 5 rogues. Well, there's more than 5, but you have to defeat them all within 10 seconds.
Russ is asking, we probably won't see the new style until the end of the year. I don't know if you heard anything about that. The closest I've seen to getting some information is that apparently it's not going to be part of a time capsule, and it's not going to be part of a DLC. So it might be something they're going to add to the marketplace, but we don't really know just yet.
Yeah, that's disappointing. I don't like that. I would rather actually be able to just get the style. Personally. I mean, not having to get it from the marketplace. I won't have to pay for it. I mean, unless it's a really nice set.
Well, the thing I like about the marketplace, I have a lot of characters, so it's more convenient for me to just buy it from the marketplace, and then you can redeem it on every single characters in your account. So if they do that, if they go through their marketplace, it's a win for me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to, if they were to put it, let's say, in a time capsule, I would have to open a whole bunch of time capsule to get the style on at least multiple characters. Or if they added to one of the vendors in the game, then I would have to buy it multiple times from. For each character I want to have it with. So for the marketplace, when you have a lot of characters like I do, the marketplace is often a good option.
Kid Flash's vitals are crashing. What's going on?
I'm doing what I should have done from the start. Joining the road.
Hello, Jacob Salgi.
Kid Flash, listen to me. That's not the real Flash.
You said you think Mep said the fourth quarter? Could be. We don't know just yet. I haven't seen any information really about that.
Let me see if I can patch the real one through to you.
Kid, I wish I was there for you, but no, I am so proud of you. And I know you can beat this illusion.
I just don't know.
V is asking if they are going to add new powers soon. As far as I can tell, there's no real plan to add powers just yet.
Not at this point in time, but we'll see if anything changes over time.
Variable Wave is asking if they have a Resurgence Mega Capsule coming. You would think that. Usually that's when we get the extra stabilizers. But we had a Resurgence Mega Capsule really not that long ago, so I couldn't tell at this point. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know what Mr. Nix thinks about that.
I mean, that's usually the sign, yeah. If they're giving us those, that usually means that there's a booster bundle of some kind, or some sort of an event with stabilizers and mega bundles. Yeah, who knows? I don't know. We'll see. I kind of hope not. But, I mean, we just had this bonus 3 weeks ago. But each to their own.
Jacob, right now the group is full. If someone leaves a group, send the tell to Mr. Nix and they'll invite you then. But at the moment, we're pretty much full. Although, if we have time, we might go fight the Evil Doomsday a bit later. So if you go into the open world map, once we go fight Doomsday, it doesn't matter how many people there are. We could be 40 people and fight the Evil Doomsday. The Gorgon Slayer style on the Broker, I have to admit, it's been a while since I even looked at that style on the Broker. Usually it's supply and demand. Like at some point, the style was dropping pretty frequently from the bounties. So at some point, I had half my bank was full of Gorgon Slayer styles, and they were pretty much they were so common at the time that they were not worth a lot of money in the Broker.
Grandpa.
If the price is going up in the Broker, odds are is that people are probably not running the bounties as much as they used to, so the style is probably a bit more rare than it was. But I haven't looked at the style at the Broker in a while, so at this point I have no idea how expensive it is. But my guess is that it's just that the supply went down. So the offer might have stayed the same, so that might be why. If there's less supply, then yeah, the price goes up. It drives the price up.
Right. So it was in the Wonderverse DLC. If people aren't running those bounties as much as they were, yeah, those prices are going to go up for Gorgon Slayer. That being said, I just bought that set on my hero, like maybe 2 days ago. It seemed reasonably priced. I mean, I bought some of the expensive pieces. I think I bought a headpiece. I didn't buy a chest or anything like that, but still, it was still pretty good.
But if the price is going up, then right now people often ask, how do you make money in this universe online? If the price of the Gorgon style is going up, farm for that style and sell it on the Broker. That would be a good way to make some cash. Someone else is asking about the Phoenix material. if it will come out soon in the broker, it's a style that's been around for quite some time. The odds of seeing it on the broker, unless you're really,
No.
really lucky, that's not gonna happen. It's something that you
It
might
won't
get.
happen.
You might get in the trade chat, but in the trade chat you'll have to pay, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 billion for it. So I
Yeah.
strongly doubt you'll see it on the broker. Your best option would be to buy it from Booster Gold. At this point, Booster Gold is probably the better option to be able to get the Phoenix material.
Even the basic time capsules of that set were kind of expensive. They're not cheap. Like the original Amazon time capsule.
Well, it's been
Those
like,
are those are expensive. That's a long time ago.
well, it's been like what, 4 years, 5 years. So
Yeah.
these items are getting more rare and more rare, and the price is going up. So sadly, and so at this point, the better option to get those older items is to farm for quarks, save up your quarks, and buy them from Booster Gold. That's the less bad option, sadly.
I mean, which is unfortunate because it's such a nice material, but unless that broker goes up to 3 billion that you can put something on there for, it's not happening.
Thank you, Kyosuke. Much appreciated. Caldes Watermelon. The best time to get quarks.
We all out? Okay. Time to release you, Kid Flash.
It depends on the time capsule. Sometimes there are time capsule where you can get like a 30 quarks as a reward. So if you have some of those time like the Cursed Gotham time capsule would be one of those.
I've still got comms on.
I would say the Mega Resurgence, because you
Oh.
just get so much more bang for your buck.
That is true.
Get
That
so
would
much
be,
quarks. A lot of quarks.
yeah, that would be a good option. With the Resurgent Mega Capsule, you get basically two time capsules for free. So yeah, that would be a good option for that. Random is random, Tyler. So if you never get the chest, you're gonna have to try again until you get it, or you're gonna have to bite the bullet and buy it from the broker.
Yeah, there's multiple ways to go for that chest. Like, it's not just the Wonderverse, the bounties. Remember, Amazon Fury Part 3 also had you getting that chance of getting the Organ Slayer stat, so there's a few different ways. So, best of luck. Broker's probably your best option.
After your crushing defeat, the Speed Force will serve Brainiac.
Star Child Love, yeah, sure, go ahead and ask. We try to do what we can to answer questions.
Losing my tactical advantage,
no, we don't. We never answer
use
questions.
his abilities to undo the Flashpoint.
And apparently I never let you talk, so...
I read that comment too. I had a good laugh on it. Yeah. No, that's just how our dynamic works between us, because we're both going to want to comment on something, and then we're going to cut each other off.
Yeah.
Like, heck, I mean, how many times have we done it just today? It's natural, right?
Well, I wanted to make a joke and say, oh, I let you talk about the feats, but didn't get the time to truly comment today.
Always had backups.
And a lot of you guys had questions about the Omnipotence back piece. Apparently some people are not getting it, even if they do all the steps. My guess is there might be a steps that you're not quite doing right, because so far every time I've done the steps, I got the back piece. I don't know about Mr. Nix. If you saw, there doesn't seem to be a random element. It's basically do the steps and you do get the back piece when you fight the Brainiac. So unless there's something I'm missing, you should just have to do the steps and get the back piece.
Yeah, as I always tell people, when it comes to a DLC, follow the layout of the DLC's journal. Do everything in the journal as to what it tells you, and what do you know? In order to be able to get your OP back, you have to follow what your journal is telling you what to do. It's madness. Are you kidding me? Should be no surprise. Follow your journal. Actually, initially at first, I didn't know if you needed to be not loot loss when you were going for that back Because I know
didn't,
that it would ask for you.
I didn't know either. I had to try it out, and that is the one time where I did not get the wings. I was loot locked, so I had to unlock the mission, and then I got the wings. So that's part of the problem. Like, you have to make sure you have the proper combat rating. You have to make sure you play the regular version of the mission the second time. You have to make sure that you are not loot locked. So if any of those conditions are not met, yeah, you're not going to get the back piece. And so, sadly, Star Child, the answer is no.
Whole block multi. Okay, he's good. You're good. You're good.
The lightning bolt back piece came from survival mode. Sadly, if you did not play survival mode, you weren't able to get, and you had to reach rank 30 to get the back piece. So, sorry, if you did not get it during survival mode, you won't be able to get it at this point.
Brainiac always has.
It's the style that everybody's using to show off, saying, "Hey, look at me, look what I can do."
Hello, Fun Joe.
You have and always will fail. Brainiac is
Oh my gosh, my
supreme.
inventory's full. Oh no.
Oh noes. Hello, Ashton Lindo.
This is so annoying. I'm gonna have to pop a bank block. I don't have a choice.
And I thought I was a hoarder.
For these generator mods, I have to. I have to. After I'm done making these generator mods, I'm done. I'll bury all the generator mods that come at me. Till then.
Yeah, sadly, I think I'll only create those mods with my Multiverse character. I doubt I'll do it with an alternate character.
Yeah, no, it'd be pointless. It would be pointless for you to make it with an alternate character because your main can make all those generator mods for your entire account. As long as you have the materials to do it, the box itself is account. It's the first time that ever we were able to work with these mods and be able to give them to our alts.
The only issue is that the mods themselves are not tradable.
Yeah, so don't open the box.
No, but I mean the.
This is a trick I've got to learn.
Oh, the actual like mods that you get. Yeah.
Those that drop.
I see what you're saying.
So you end up getting a whole bunch of mods that you cannot really use. So your main character is gonna have to farm all the mods to be able to do the crafting.
Yeah, true.
TLO Games, yeah, sure. I could try to take a look at your base if it's a matter of first you have to give me access to your base, and also I'm gonna have to find the time to do that. Oh yeah, you have to fight the evil Brainiac 3 times. I hope you like your Chroma Ultimate Blaze.
Brainiac always has.
Yeah, I kind of like this raid. It's a bit small in terms of the map is a bit small, but it's not a bad raid.
I like it. It's got some fun mechanics to it.
It reminds me a bit when we used to fight Brainiac way back when he was like what was it, a tier 2, tier 3 mission?
Yep, tier 2. Brainiac Battlegrounds.
So it has a bit of nostalgia built into it as well. Hello, Carlos Hero.
Actually, when we were first doing this content, on accident, they were accidentally giving us that box for defeating Brainiac. You would get a T2 monthly box. It's kind of fun.
Not sure why they stopped giving weekly boxes and monthly boxes. I used to like those. And it gave you a reason to run the mission at least once a month or once a week.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they had some sort of an incentive in behind them, eh?
Have you seen the Infinite Frontier? I have not.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
What? Is it a new comic or?
No. Old comic.
The green metallic material, last I checked, was fairly cheap on the broker. So if you want to get it, it would be one of the less expensive things to get. Although it's been a while, so the price might have gone up a bit.
Brainiac has prepared for this.
Variable Infinite Frontier, I haven't seen it, so I can't really comment on it.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it, though. It wasn't a knockout movie for me when I watched it.
For the raid, you have to defeat Brainiac 3 times. There's a whole bunch of attacks that Brainiac will have, so you try to avoid them if you can. If your friends fall down, you try to pick them up. It's a fairly straightforward raid.
Yeah, it's got some good mechanics to it. Just have an eye as to what's going on around in the room. But yeah, you have to fight Brainiac 3 times. Try and stay out of the red circle.
And the regular version is not too difficult. I haven't seen a failed group yet. Although there's a few times where I did get into a group where you could see there was a lot of people that came in and left in the group. But then once we started doing the actual mission, it was simple enough. It's a bit easier, I guess, if you play as a tank. Like with a fire tank, I was able to pretty much keep Brainiac busy on me, and most of the guys were free to just do their job.
No. Brainiac is supreme in every timeline.
Think I can finally override
Yeah,
these
it's pretty
defenses,
straightforward. Even
bring
the
you from
elite.
cage and flash from the Speed Force barrier.
Favorite raid? Good question. Favorite DLC? I kind of liked Metal Part 1.
I owe you for the assist. Anything I can help with?
Yes, actually. We three need to combine our speed
Favorite
force
raid.
and fix the timeline.
Guess this is it then. Glad I
Yeah.
can get you to this point.
Yeah, Metal Part 2, I guess, had some great raids. I like the DME raid.
Justice League you assembled.
This was all you, friend.
And people have been asking also about the Kid Flash mask that the devs hinted about. I don't know if Mr. Nix has any info about that. So far, I have no idea. Is it going to be one of the new rewards we'll get at some point? Are we going to get a Kid Flash style? Are we just going to get a headpiece? Sadly, the devs kind of like to tease people a bit, and sometimes they tease people maybe a little too early, so we have to wait quite a while before we get the payoff. So in the case of Kid Flash, they did tease that we would get the headpiece at some point, but I couldn't tell you where or when.
Yeah, until we start to hear about any of the rewards that are coming off the vendor, I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
Salami Samurai is
let's
asking
look at
about.
Doomsday.
Oh, sure. Salami Samurai is asking about the armories. If you purchase an armory, it's for only one character. So if you want to have, let's say, 4 armories with your character, you're gonna have to you get 1 free armory, and then you're gonna have to purchase 3 more. And if you want to have armories with your alternate character, you will have to purchase armories for those characters as well. So whenever you purchase 1 armory, it is only for 1 character. So if you have multiple characters like I do, you're gonna have to buy a lot of armories. Read comics physical. I read them online for a bit, and I do have a few comics online. I have a few comics in Comixology, but usually I would prefer to own the actual comic. We can sort of make a Swamp Thing style, but we don't have. We're missing a headpiece. Like we could use, I think it's the plant style, to be able to recreate a sort of Swamp Thing. But for the headpiece, I I haven't seen I don't remember seeing a proper headpiece to be able to recreate our friend Swamp Thing. You can have 16 armories with one character. Uh, Most of my characters have between 2 and 4 armories, depending on if I want them to be able to switch from DPS to let's say controller, or if I want to be to add some a few other armories like a PvP armories maybe. But my multiverse character has like 16 armories, and I have a few other characters that have maybe 8 or 10 armories. But you can have up to 16 armories with one character. But sadly, you have to purchase each armory. It's sad, but Carlos Heroes, yes, you can make a Blue Beetle style. Actually, I have a video or two about Blue Beetle. If you look in my videos, you should be able to see how to do it.
Did you, Multi? Did you participate in the dev event? Any of the dev events? Recently?
No, it was it was
Would you like to see the material?
Oh, sure.
Give me a second, I'll pull it up. Because that's what they're doing right now. Because they're asking for the dev phase. So we could potentially go over there.
Oh, sure. Let's
If we're lucky enough to get into the phase, it's
Well,
got to be in regular Gotham.
well, the last time was sadly it kept on saying phase full or something like that. So there was
Oh
no
yeah.
there was no way to be able to do that.
Might take me a bit for this to load though.
And I remember that time it was almost impossible to get people to fight Doomsday or the other bosses because people kept on trying to get into the dev phase. So you couldn't find people to play anything at the time. That's a nice.
So what's happening is right now, guys, in case you're all curious, in Gotham right now the devs are on. It doesn't matter if you're hero side or villain side of the PC PS server, and they're dropping these ridiculously powerful bosses that are just going to nuke all of you. Like they are meant to destroy you. But there's a lot of people that are crashing the server to try to get into this particular dev phase because you'll get rewards like fireworks, and I'll show that off too, and as well as this material. It's called the Fire Opal glass. It's okay. It's not the greatest, but my whole league right now, they're all talking about it because they're all over there. So if you're lucky enough and you're able to log on right now on the US PC server, hop on over to Gotham and try to jump into the dev phase.
The blue electric thingy you see is the Speed Force material, the Speed Force accessory. It's something I got during the anniversary event. If you look on the broker, you might be able to still see it. Let's see if I can show you the proper name.
What's the cheapest material out there? Probably anything that was either time capsule based that they just gave you for free, like shimmer material. Possibly, I'm not even sure if that one is even still tradable. But probably the wild material that was tended to always be the cheapest on that site. Not too sure.
Actually, the cheapest material would be those you can get from the vendors in the Watchtower, I would say. You just use
source marks.
Source marks, 100 or 200 source marks, depending on the material. And the accessory I have, the Speed Force Conduit, that's the electric thingy you see. You should be able to buy it from the broker. Oh, I guess people have started it.
Yep, we're starting, I guess. Oh.
Yeah, I think the J. Garrick myth is from Age of Justice. It comes from the briefings, if I recall, from the Flash Museum mission. So if you have access to the Flash Museum mission duo, complete the briefings and you should be able to get the Flash headpiece.
Is the last mission worth it for Speed Metal Part 1? So is that to complete the Mom raid? Perhaps? And absolutely, it's always worth to run content, to understand the content.
It's been a while, so I kind of forget.
And you'll get a, if I'm not mistaken, you'll also get an artifact for just completing the raid, right?
Oh yes, you
benefits.
should have. I probably have the mission here. Let's see if I can look without dying too much. Medal part 2, medal part 1. You should be able to get certain rewards. I just forget. Like at some point, that's how you could get some of the artifacts. But they seem to have changed that with this latest DLC. My favorite Robin would be Dick Grayson. I don't know about Mr. Nix.
Nope, same here. There's no challenge behind it. I know some kids nowadays will say Damien's their favorite.
And someone was asking for me to play the Spider-Man game. I've been meaning to do that for quite some time. I just didn't get around to it just yet. If I do play the Spider-Man game, I'll make videos on my other channel, Multiverse 616. I'll try to do that soon, but I have no idea when I'll have the time to do that at this point.
You have a Red Hood guide as to how to create the character look.
Oh yeah, I have quite a few Red Hood videos. And I'm pretty sure I have one where I explain how to get the style.
There you go.
Hello, Nixo Wolf. Yeah, sadly the YouTube seems to take a while to send notifications. I tried to send a message earlier today. I should have done that a bit earlier this week, but didn't get around to doing that until today. But glad to see you even if it's later in the stream. Thank you, Caldes Watermelon. My favorite Batman is the traditional one. I guess you could say it's the Batman from the 70s and the 80s, especially when he was drawn by Jim Aparo.
Can't go wrong with the classic.
Wow, couldn't have done it without that clutch soda.
That's Doomsday. Let's go take on the Amazons now. Amazon and Atlantean.
So if you guys have heroes, you can come and join us. It doesn't matter if you're heroes or villains. We could defeat a couple of bosses. We still have some time. So let's see. Right now we have
No
we have Black Manta and is it Vixen? Yeah.
Yeah.
The names overlap a bit, so it makes there we go, Vixen. Yeah.
I just looked at the character sprite. Never trying to figure it out.
I thought you were supposed to be a challenge.
Yeah. There's 4 Iconics NPCs that are supporting
You can't put me
Aquaman's
down.
side, and 4 of them that are for Queen Diana's side, and they're
Okay,
fighting
tough
for
guy.
the position of this spot, I guess. So there's a feat for defeating all of them.
Batman's son is asking about our favorite DC character. In my case, it would be Batman. Batman or Darkseid. What about you, Mr. Nix?
Who would
It'll heal.
Nix the Black Mask like as his
Of course.
favorite DC character? I can't figure it out. I don't know. Nix the Black Mask.
Well, it
Can't
could be
seem
you
to figure
choose.
that
You,
out.
it could be you took the name of your second favorite character. People don't know that.
Dark Multiverse. I do like Darkseid though. Who doesn't like Darkseid?
I'm sure there's some crazy people out there. Should we wait for some more bosses? How long does it take between respawn?
Not long. Not long. Maybe a minute or two. So if you guys want to join, send me a tell.
TLO Games is asking, is the main man gear the only Lobo style? I think so. But there's
Or
a
the
regular version and
enhanced
an enhanced version.
Yeah.
There's the Lobo doll. Does that count?
Not really. That's like saying the lasso, the holiday lasso. Does that count as Wonder Woman?
Well, of course. Obviously, it counts. Come on.
Yeah, obviously. Come on now. Lex is a great character too. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, especially in the Superman animated series with what's his name, Clancy Brown doing the voice. It was perfect.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I kind of liked the one in Smallville as well. I forget his name. Michael Rosenbaum. I thought it was.
Who did the Flash?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, he was the Flash in the animated series.
So I thought he was a good Lex Luthor in Smallville. I wish they would have used him a bit more, but what can you do?
Michael Ironside as Darkseid.
Oh, that was perfect.
That couldn't be more iconic. I mean, come on now.
But am I crazy? Did they use him for Flashpoint Batman? It sounds like him almost.
It kind of sounded like him, but I don't think so.
Okay. But yeah, for Darkseid, his voice was perfect.
Absolutely.
Ultimate Blaze is asking why you cannot unlock some gear on his alts. Not all gear can be unlocked. We can unlock gear until a certain point, like I think the last 2 or 3 DLCs we cannot unlock the gear just yet. But also there's gear like a seasonal gear that you cannot unlock. There's probably something else I failed to recall. But there is certain styles that you just cannot unlock. What game should I post on my channel when I start posting? Depends on the game you like. I would suggest use a game you like, a game that you can play a lot. Otherwise, if you use a game that you don't like and you get bored with the game, you're not gonna want to post about it for much longer.
I'm watching somebody's. I'm watching my League Leader stream right now. And she's showing off how they're fighting Doomsday in Gotham right now. Kind of cool. We wouldn't be able to get in. There's no way. That server, that phase is definitely full. Oh, there we go. Merc and Huntress. Whew. Uh-oh, my turn.
My bad. The animated episode where Darkseid and Granny Goodness raises Kal-El. I have to admit, it's been a long time since I watched any Superman animated episodes. I don't remember that episode very well. But the Superman animated series by Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, that was pretty much one of my favorite Superman series, especially in terms of animation. Well, have a good night, Tyler. Thanks for coming by. Oh no, we're getting creamed.
Oh.
Nah, I was too late. And I'm down. My favorite video game would have to be DCUO. Although I kind of liked... I was a big fan of Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2. I guess if those were persistent game, like games in a persistent world, I probably would still be playing them. Although I still play them from time to time. What about you, Mr. Nix? Your favorite game?
I mean, if not this one, I would say maybe the Arkham series. So, either Asylum, City, or Night. And Origins. Yes, you can definitely join. Hero.
Yeah,
Heroes.
We'll need more people. We're getting creamed by the evil mercs. And the Huntress.
Phase to me. Phase to me or Dark Multiverse.
So if you want to guys come and join us, the time is now. Did I watch the new Captain America? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Well, heat vision is fine. It helps fake out being dark side. Yeah, it would be nice if it was an official Omega Beam power, but it doesn't really matter. In this universe online, sometimes you use what you can to be able to recreate a character you want. So heat vision, obviously, heat vision is supposed to be a Superman power, but any character that uses some kind of laser vision, you can use heat vision to reproduce that. And the same with some of the other powers. Like I know people want to have Blue Lantern powers in the game, but you can recruit a pretty good Blue Lantern character using quantum or using water powers. Oh, is Huntress going down? Oh yeah, that was a tough one.
One down, one to go.
And Merc is the worst.
He is, honestly. Just gotta watch out for his charges. Oh, I was looking at the comment section. Dang! Well, that shows me.
I watched an episode or two of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Didn't like it very much.
I only watched the last episode. That's it.
The one character I really liked was Zemo. Somehow he was the best character of the bunch, and the most fun character of the bunch. But nah, I did not like the show at all. But apparently they're going to make when they want to make a Captain America 4, which will be a sequel to that, which will be with Sam and Bucky. So we'll see.
Oh, they spawn they spawn Trigon too. That's funny.
Nah. Now I'm sad.
That would be ridiculously like we would probably crash trying to stream this. Like there's probably 80 to 90 people in that phase somehow.
Thank you, Milad. Carlos is asking, do you like DC or Marvel better?
DC.
Personally, I like both. Unlike Mr. Nix.
Yeah, I like both. I like both.
Too late. You chose DC's side. It is settled. No, seriously. In my days, I'm pretty sure it's the same for Mr. Nix. I think Nix is a bit younger than I am, but pretty sure it's similar. In our days, we were comic fans. Yeah, there were Marvel zombies per se, but overall, guys, we liked DC Comics, we liked Marvel Comics, we liked Dark Horse Comics. We were comics fans more than anything else. But in recent years, sadly, there has been quite a cleavage between the Marvel fan base and the DC fan base somehow. I don't know if it's a result of the movies or.
I mean, Marvel and DC have some great storylines, that's to say the least. I mean, each of them have their own little take on certain events. Like if there was a zombie outbreak, how would the universe deal with it? Like that's where Marvel Zombies comes in, or DC Deceased. They all have their own variant on that. They're both pretty good, but like they all have some great storylines, of course.
Cameron, we're almost done, so I guess we are done.
That's the last one.
Yeah,
that's the last one. Yeah.
Let's give a bow to everyone who did good. I probably should have switched to DPS. That doesn't matter. Funjo, yeah, actually these days you can.
I think your artifact kind of helped there because we were trying to slow down the bosses there a little bit. Maybe it helped. I don't know.
We never will.
I'm just trying to give you a compliment on your crappy artifact.
It's alright. Well, what broke my heart was when I found out that they don't work with the elite mods. That was so sad. All that work for nothing.
Hey, there's an Aeobarathon. Look, I like that.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's a nice look. The man in the black suit and the yellow suit, we can go do a good version of that these days. So let's see if we can answer a few last questions. Iron Man or Batman? I would say Iron Man. He has a better tech.
I would say Batman, because he's got prep time.
I suppose.
That's a terrible answer.
That's all right. Well, it's usually the answer that in every versus involving Batman, usually people will use the prep time to say that Batman can defeat anyone.
I mean, it would depend though. Sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. No, go ahead. I can answer.
I was just saying, like,
after.
he's got gadgets and stuff like that he can use to his advantage. But is it something that Iron Man has already seen? Probably. So probably Iron Man would win that fight.
Well, I would say Iron Man has better gadgets. His Iron Man suit is infinitely much better than any suit Batman ever had. Although, no, he had the Hellbat suit at some point, so maybe not. I guess it depends which version of Batman and which suit he's using.
And if it's hand-to-hand combat or not, because Batman would totally annihilate Tony. He's not really a fighter, really. He doesn't know a lot of martial arts or whatever.
To answer Fun Joe about making a comic book company, right now, yes, you can. There's an embarrassment of riches to be able to self-publish these days. You could there's a lot of services where you could create your comic and print on demand. There used to be one called Kablam where you could basically send them your comic and they print it and they print it on demand. So these days, if you want to create a comic book company, you can start from scratch. You can start with no money in your pocket, and you can do that. You could have a website, I guess. You could have you could even make a digital comics if you like. You could create a website and put your comics on that website, and people could download it from there. And heck, you could even do YouTube videos. There's quite a few guys who what they do it not with comics they make, but with like you'll see a lot of people that'll take a Marvel comic and they'll do a review of the comic. But you could almost do the same thing with you create a comic and you could actually create a digital version of your comic like through YouTube or something like that. If you wanted to. So there's a lot of ways right now that you could create comics, even if you're by yourself, and you could try to launch your comic if you want to, and build your comic company from there. Obviously, it takes a while to build an audience, and it probably wouldn't make much money at first. You probably would have to have a full-time job and then do comics on the side and build up your comic company that way. But yeah, you could probably do it. DCUO is supposed to get a graphic upgrade for the fourth quarter of 2021. I assume if they do make a PS5 upgrade, it will be there, but we don't really know at this point. What about you, Mr. Nix? Have you heard anything about that?
No, not at all. Dev's been pretty quiet about that, actually, as of late.
Although there was a little video earlier today about I forget who the guy was. Was it the CEO of AG7 or something like that?
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. I haven't seen the video yet.
Okay. It doesn't say much. He speaks mostly about H1N1.
Okay.
Apparently they have no team working on that right now, but they're planning to... They're looking into it to try to maybe relaunch that game or put a team on that game. So the lion's share of the video was him talking about that. But basically he's talking that they purchased those various companies, but at the end of the day, it's really the dev team working on DCUO. They're still the ones taking care of DCUO, and they're pretty much letting them keep on doing what they were doing before. The broker. Nick's already answered the broker. Hello, Voodoo Chippy. Sadly, we're about to be done. What Superman do I like? I like the Red Sun Superman for some reason. I couldn't explain it when I first saw it. I did not even see the comic at first. I think I first saw Red Sun Superman in Infinite Crisis or something like that, or Final Crisis. No, I think it was Infinite Crisis. And then later on, I read the comic, and for some reason, Superman with a communist slant. I can't explain it, but I liked it.
That's why I prefer the Yellow Lantern Superman from Injustice.
That's a good one too. We stream on Friday. Normally Friday at 5. That's when we stream.
5 at 5.
The only schedule we really have is most of the time we'll stream playing with hero characters, but the last Friday of the month we'll stream with villain characters. So today was a villain day, but next week, just to let everyone know, so next week we'll probably go live at 5 again on Friday. We'll probably play with hero characters, which makes Nyx very unhappy.
Yeah. Can we switch it up next month? Let it be 3 villains in a row, then 1 hero.
That's impossible.
The schedule.
But I assume next week we might still play some Flashpoint missions, or someone suggested maybe playing PvP. So we'll see, one or the other.
We will need to see what the bonus week is first before we make that judgment.
The bonus week will also decide on what we might do. Like if we get a bonus Flashpoint currency, and then we'll obviously play Flashpoint missions.
Oh, that hesitation, absolutely. I'm gonna die.
Don't die.
Nope.
Oh, Funjo is asking which Spider-Man do you like?
Spider-Man do you like?
Peter Parker, obviously. And the main one, the real one.
I mean, not like maybe Dr. Octopus taking over his body?
Not that, or not the Ultimate Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
Or Iron Spider, or whatever.
I first discovered Spider-Man in the 70s. At the time, Ross Andrew was drawing the comic, and I loved those comics. He was fighting some wacky villains like Mirage or Cyclone, or what's the other one? And of course, some of the classic villains like Mysterio. But then afterwards, there was an even better run with John Romita Jr. I forget who the writer was. I think it was David Michelinie or something like that. And that was also a really good run. So when I think of Spider-Man, and especially classic Spider-Man, that's the era I really like. Although afterwards we had then Todd McFarlane. I really enjoyed those as well. And there's an omnibus I think they're going to release in August about the Todd McFarlane run, so I'm very tempted to maybe get those. We'll see. What about you, Mr. Nyx? Which is your favorite Spider-Man? Iron Spider?
No. Symbiote Spider-Man. Probably. Or some rendition on that. I mean, I do like a lot of that series. There was some nice Iron Spiders back in the day when it was like a Punisher-like look to it.
Okay, yeah.
The Spider-Man, like when he would become like the giant spider tarantula-looking thing. That was pretty cool, terrifying when you were watching that on that cartoon show. I remember back in the '90s, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. There's a lot of different options that are out there that I don't mind with Spider-Man.
So I think we're going to be done for today, guys. So thank you everyone who came to play with us. It's always appreciated. Thanks to everyone who watched us. And everyone who commented. It's always nice to be able to talk to you guys and interact with you guys on those live streams. And thank you, Mr. Nyx, for playing with us.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Absolutely, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, and just a little plug before we leave. Our friend Mr. Nyx has his own channel, Nyx the Black Mask. I think you crossed 150 subscribers. I think you were up at 168 last I checked.
I think I'm in 170 or something like that. Let me check the exact number here. I'm curious. What am I at here? I'm trying to take our time here. Come on, next, get it organized.
Hello, Obsidian. 168? Okay. So go watch videos from our friend Nix. He has some nice videos on his channel. His channel is brand new, but he's growing well. And if you can help him out by watching his videos, commenting, leaving thumbs up, that would be appreciated.
Appreciate that.
So thanks you, Obsidian and DT. Sadly, we're about to be done. I hope you just enjoyed the stream. Obviously, once we're done with the stream will still remain on YouTube. It just won't be live, obviously. So if you missed out on the stream and you want to watch it again, the option will be there. So thank you guys very much for being here, and I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.